Previously on Pete's PA. Natalie and Nikki went head-to-head when Pete set them a final challenge to plan his charity stag party.
I am quite worried actually. I'm not excited at all.
While Natalie felt the pressure.
I can't even speak at the moment. I'm so annoyed. I'm really annoyed. I just think I'm going to get up there and just burst into fits of tears. I won't be able to speak.
Nikki had problems of her own.
Oh, okay. That's a shame. It's very deflating when you get a knockback.
But in the end, both parties were a success. And at the final elimination, Nikki was told she would be Pete's PA. And now the real hard work is about to begin. 10 weeks ago, 10 candidates were chosen to battle it out in an attempt to become Pete Burns' PA.
You know, doing this show, it's been a lot tougher than I expected it to be. I didn't expect to become so personally involved. Fucking mortified. And if I'd have said what I thought, they wouldn't even be standing here. They'd have turned to ash. What are you talking about, you stupid? I'm gonna be rude again.
No, don't be rude.
Fuck off. You've gotta grow yourself a big pair of balls.
We thought we'd go home, you know, go to sleep, and then just get on with the next day, and it would be really easy. But it's ended up we've both become emotional wrecks.
This is not an act. I'm pissed off, rotten.
It's about taking each other out.
Get rid of all fucking bitches, send them right out the fucking door. Goodbye.
Well, there's only room for one big old bitch in this, and that's me.
Evictions for Pete, really bad, lots of tears.
It's killing me, it really is.
Don't cry, make me cry.
Oh, you're crying?
I always work hard and put 100% in everything. I miss my dog a lot.
That's killing me, Suzanne, the poor girl. Now, I feel very positive and strong about it. I know I've got the best of the bunch. I've got a real hot bitch of a PA, and I made the right decision. Nikki.
Well done, hun.
Now that Nikki's got the job, she thinks she's home and dry, but she's not. She's got to do Michael and my wedding in such a short space of time. I want it to be fantastic. I am sure that she will make it fantastic, but if she doesn't...
It's the morning after Nikki was announced as Pete's PA, and there's the small matter of Pete and Michael's wedding to arrange in just 4 days' time. The happy couple have ideas of their own, but it's up to Nikki to pull everything together from her hotel in central London.
First day being Pete's PA, absolutely no rest. I met with Pete and we got straight into the discussions about what he wanted for the wedding.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
I feel really, really good. I got up this morning, I'd had a great night's sleep.
The big challenge really begins now. That's organising my wedding.
Yeah, if I thought the other tasks were difficult in a short time, then this is
But surely this is going to be a bit of fun.
Oh God, absolutely. You know, I mean, I'm not worried about it.
That's what I like to hear, because I am. Let me do the worrying. So the wedding, what are we going to do, hon?
Right, well, if we start right at the very beginning, the ceremony itself takes place at 3:30, that's right, yeah? And no offence to you on this one, Pete, but you don't always run to time. No,
I don't have a clock. I swear to God, I don't have a clock.
So I'm going to have to make sure that we do actually get you down there on time. Seating plan.
Oh, you know what? That's an area I haven't even thought of. Michael's got he's like going bald at the idea of the seating plan. His hair's falling out over it. And one thing was suggested, just let them all look after themselves. No, because in this thing, you forget about yourself. We've been so worried about everybody else. We need some guidance here. We keep changing our mind and there's other people's opinions coming in and we've actually got to make a decision.
Well, let me go down and see what's available. Right.
What can I say?
Well, if you're really open to suggestions, then I'll come up with the number of suggestions and you just pick which one you want then.
Very, very open to suggestion.
Okay, fine.
Because this is, you know, starting to really take its toll on Michael and me as well. The stress levels are going through the roof and he deals with stress differently than I do and it's not a great situation over this right now.
Planning a wedding is extremely difficult. I was really pleased to be like getting on with the job, but then there was like a kind of overhanging thought of like, oh my God, how on earth am I going to plan this wedding in 4 days? Do you have any idea on a theme that you want?
The theme of the room is kind of based on Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
I've given Michael free reign there because for a crucifix he's crazy. It's got pink neon lights, pink neon crucifixes, pink this, pink that, pink the other.
Right, that's really the kind of list that I've come up with in a minute. Is there anything you think you want to add to that?
Well, you know, this isn't my idea, it's Michael's idea, and it's a crucifix-shaped cake.
What about if we source a couple of cakes?
I think that's the safest way to go, yeah, source a couple of things.
And you're really not bothered again? Is there a colour?
I'm not your nightmare, hon.
Yeah,
he's
Michael,
the one with the attention to detail. It's a Libran thing, allegedly.
When I was talking to Pete, he just kept saying about Michael and the whole wedding, and he never mentioned himself. And I had to keep saying to him, Pete, this is your day. You've got to realise, you've got to enjoy this. And hopefully, at the end of what I'd said to him, he did start saying about himself. So hopefully he's taken that on board.
It is my wedding too, and I know, but I've been really busy and it's happened so fast, and I still haven't had any time to actually think about what I would actually want. And I'm really grateful that other people are making decisions on my behalf so far, but now I'm starting to actually think a little bit here.
And that's the first time you've said it's my wedding too, and I'm
well, it
so
is, and
glad.
I forgot that. I forgot that. You know, you get caught up in the excitement of it all and you just go along.
Right, last thing that I can think of then is your clothing.
I'm wearing like a really antique Japanese wedding kimono, which is really not for a man to wear, but hey, when's that ever stopped me before? Obviously I want to get changed for the after party thing, and I've got an okay kind of spectacular waistcoat by Vivienne Westwood, and it's like hot pink kind of velvet, but I've got no trousers to go with it. I'll need a pair of really tight, high-waisted pink velvet trousers made.
Okay, I'm going to look into that for you.
And you'll tread on some toes here, but that's the job, isn't it?
Well, I'm prepared to tread on people's toes because I'm working for you, Pete.
Yeah, but you have to tread on those toes very, very firmly, and it might get very sticky for you. This is where I'm actually worried, because you're really, really in the deep end now. I
was so chuffed that Pete was so positive about me winning, and that he wanted me to be involved in his wedding. It's a huge responsibility, and I felt quite honoured.
Her energy levels are going to have to be invincible. Her patience is going to have to be that of a saint. She's just got to be absolutely amazing, and also use a lot of initiative as well, because there's going to be a lot of times when Michael and myself were not available to consult on these things, so she's got to be able to make a decision and know it's the right one.
Well, it's going to sound weird, but he's a kind of ladies size 10.
Don't know what they're like at all.
No, but I know, and I'm desperate to see them, really. If I can't get through to Pete, I can't confirm anything, I can't arrange anything.
I ain't getting dug in the dirt to organise no wedding.
It's day 2, and first on her agenda, Nikki's about to meet with Pete's ex-wife Lynn to discuss Pete's fashion requirements.
I'm hoping, with all Lynn's knowledge that she's got over the 26 years she's been with Pete, that she's going to be a really good sounding board.
Congratulations, Nick. It's great having you on board.
Thank you.
You've really got your work cut out for you the next few days. Yeah,
thanks for that.
The trousers that you're going to have made, I've brought the waistcoat.
Wow, that's pink.
So, isn't it? Hot pink. Yeah, so as close to this as you can possibly get.
Right.
The style he wants them is very narrow, high-waisted, above the ankle, with a zip front.
Yeah. Like Matador trousers, you said to me.
Yeah, yes,
okay.
Very much.
Have you ever, I'm going in the gossip here. Have you ever, had a time when Pete's lost his rag so much that you wanted to just leave?
Yeah, there've been a few times.
No, I've got to have the right outfit. It's got to look right.
So what's kept you from coming back?
Well, I understand that it's because he's nervous and he's stressed out.
What the flying fuck is this? Come on, Lynn. Ow, ow,
Sorry.
ow.
Sorry.
Ow.
You just have to put it down to his nerves, really, and not take it personally, and just focus on what you've got to do.
So on the wedding day, obviously, everyone's going to be staring at him.
Sure.
Is he going to handle that?
Yeah, he's used to it.
Okay.
He's very used to it. He doesn't particularly notice it a lot of the time. Okay. Although this is his wedding, so he's going to have that wedding jitters as well.
But when I spoke to him earlier, when we first started talking, first of all, it was about, I don't know what I want to plan, and, Michael's got all these ideas, and, I had to say, look, this is your wedding too.
Michael will have a different set of problems to Pete. He pays attention to detail. He's been the one that's planned the look of the ceremony, the venue, the colours. Pete's dealing with Pete, really.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's not as difficult as people think if he's working with the right person.
Right.
And I think that's you. I do.
Oh, thanks,
So good luck, babe.
Thank you.
Really mean that.
Oh, thanks, Val. You're welcome.
Like all good PAs should, Nikki first arranges her schedule, knowing that this is essential and will enable her to achieve the best of a limited time while also keeping Pete happy. With no time to waste, Nikki heads off to a fabric shop to source the material for Pete's pink trousers. Getting hold of Pete's measurements, however, is proving to be tricky.
This person's phone is switched off.
Who doesn't have an answer phone message on the phone these days? That's ridiculous.
Please hold the line.
Hi, Pete. This is Nikki. Can you give me a ring, please? If I can't get through to Pete, I can't confirm anything, I can't arrange anything. Yeah, it's quite funny, when Pete needs to get me on the phone, I'm always there, but when I try and get hold of Pete, it's almost impossible. If Pete doesn't get back to me within the next half hour, I'm going to have to make these decisions for him. It's not what I want to do. I'm sure he won't be happy, but I've got no choice. I can't leave people waiting. Hello? I've been trying to get hold of you.
I know, but I didn't recognise your number on the mobile when I'm half blind. Oh, I wanted you to come over here, but you can't come with a camera crew.
Right, well, I'm just going to go and get this fabric for you, and then I'm going to come around. Even more things I've got to add to my schedule. First of all, I've got to get these trousers. At the beginning, when I spoke to Pete about the wedding, he was actually okay. He felt it was okay because I was going to take a lot of the weight off his shoulders, but I could definitely tell there was a lot of nerves underneath. All right, honey, I'll sort it. All right, bye. Oh, too many phones, Hello? Pete and Michael are high maintenance. There's a lot of calls that do come through in all hours.
Despite the phone calls, Nikki eventually makes it to her first destination, the fabric shop.
If I look slightly stressed, it's because I am. Right, do you know Pete Burns? Now, he's got a wedding coming up this Friday. I have to get some trousers made for him before Friday. Now, I've managed to get somebody who's going to do the pattern. I've got somebody who's going to make it. I just need the fabric. It has to match as best as possible to this waistcoat.
Yes, no problems, okay.
Hi, Michael. I'm in a fabric shop, so it's perfect timing for you to ring me. Do you know what trouser size he is? Because I know about the style. And how tall is he? All right, then. And I was quite lucky because the first shop I came across, they did loads of different fabric, and what they didn't have in stock, they could order in. So I took a load of swatches that I could go and show Pete, and then he could make a choice for himself.
Next on her list is to source a selection of wedding cakes to fit with the Romeo and Juliet theme.
Right, let me just run through what it is that I'm after, and then you'll have a better idea. What I'm looking for is kind of like themes of the Baz Luhrmann and Romeo and Juliet film. Well, in the film, there's like a kind of sacred heart. It's like a heart with flames coming off it. Friday morning, if possible, I'm going to be there all day. Gold, and there's like a yellow background, and like it's a dagger with some kind of roses around it. Is it possible for you to actually bring it to the venue? Is it possible for someone to come and drop it off? Because I know it's really busy. Yeah, I'd need it for Friday. I really do appreciate this.
Her persistence pays off, and as Pete requested, Nikki has blagged not one, but 3 cakes from as far-flung as Brighton.
So I know I've got 3 cakes, but to be fair, if I haven't seen them and one of them's kind of not up to scratch, at least I've got something to fall back on.
Next up is the Royal Society of Art. The wedding will take place in their 250-year-old vaults, originally designed as waterfront warehouses by John Adam. Having chosen the venue, Michael wants to meet with Nikki to discuss the finer details.
Hey. How's it going?
Good. Oh, you smell lovely.
Do I? Oh, I've got about half a bottle on. I'm really nervous that our wedding's been passed on to Nikki, because obviously I'm a detail freak, and it being so important to me, if any of those little things don't match up, I know I'm just going to go ballistic. So I really hope she's a fireball of organisation, or she can expect some serious slanging matches. You can concentrate on here. I'll do the bits that are to do with our bodies. You can do the things to do with the building. Suits for me to wear. Rings, which I've got, they're in my bag, hence the cross out.
Oh, thank God.
I've sorted it.
I thought, do you know what I thought? I thought at the last minute you're going to ask me to go down and
No. There's, as you see, the reason I wrote my final list on my arm, as I said to Pete, I can't lose my arm. Clutch, which is like the makeup-y bag for Pete, 300 being the maximum to spend on it.
There's a bit of a difference between a £300 clutch bag, glitter, and then track your bottom to sloppy.
Pete's budget's based on no budget whatsoever. We just come up with a figure and call it a budget. It makes us feel better, like we're really, being moderate with our spending.
Yeah, I get that budget where there is no budget.
Yeah, but then you can't have a budget when you Pete, because his is, he can't spell that word.
What's Pete? Hello.
Just need you over here. I need the support. I'm going into fucking meltdown.
Okay. All right, bye.
I know Pete's very, but I'm not, so I can help too.
We talked about what the schedule was going to be for the day and what we were going to do in the evening to discuss, the place settings and things like that. And then he talked to me about the cake. And I was like, I haven't even seen the cake.
You've not actually seen them, you don't know what they're like at all?
No, but I know, and I'm desperate to see them, really.
You don't know how big they are, you don't know how...
Yeah, they're for 50 people.
Each
cake is 50. I've got 3 cakes coming.
Any more cake, anyone?
Michael's really into the aesthetics of the wedding. I just thought, oh God, I hope they turn out all right. But I had 3, so 1 out of 3 was at least going to be good, I hoped. Okay, so this is where the dining is going to be, with your top things. So it's quite a nice space really, because they'll all flow, so you've got circular tables.
Yeah, completely.
So this is where the ceremony is going to be. There's going to be 2 aisles of chairs. This is at the front where you're going to be. Got you a good place out here. You have to smoke here because this isn't their property.
Okay.
So you're allowed to. But how funny.
Rather than worrying about how it looks, the main thing is going to be nerves of wanting a ciggy, so it's cool. Even if it was a cesspit full of people dying, we'd probably just trample over them.
Make way!
Yeah, can you still hold an ashtray up? That'll do.
With the finer details agreed, Nikki heads off to meet with Pete, minus the cameras at his request.
I went and spoke to Pete in private. I needed to get some time with him. He was clearly quite stressed, and I thought the best thing we could do is sit down together, just run over things and let him know what it was, exactly what I was doing, to try and put him at ease.
Later that evening, Nikki's back at base with confirmation of Pete's choice of material for the trousers he wants for his second wedding day outfit.
I've been in discussion with Pete. He really likes the Duchess satin. Well, it's going to sound weird, but he's a kind of ladies size 10. There have been times when I've been doing this job when I've thought, my God, if they could see the amount of stuff I was doing, would the other PAs really want to do this job? Or would they, after speaking to me, say, you know what, Nick, we're glad you got it.
With an ever-increasing list of things to do, it seems Nikki is finally making progress. Or is she?
Spoke to Trevor about the cake. Fabric I've done, the meeting with the tailor, getting the pattern cut. I've got to speak to the photographer, blackout curtains I've sorted. Playlist for DJs done. Oh God, I think I'm going to be up all night emailing people again. There's not enough.
Oh, chin.
This is the type of thing that I shouldn't be dealing with.
I know, forgotten to shave something.
I'm going to just go and help Pete because he's got lost in the corridor. Oh my God. Yeah, welcome to my world.
It's day 3, and after a sleepless night, Nikki has just over 24 hours before Pete Burns marries his boyfriend Michael Simpson.
Phone rings constantly, and probably there's been nights where it's rung, I think as late as like 12:30, 1 in the morning. And this morning I had an early call. It's usually not from Pete, to be fair, in the morning, but it's usually a message that's been passed by Pete because he's still asleep.
The first call of the day comes at 7 a.m. from Pete's ex-wife Lynn, asking Nikki to cancel the pink trousers, which he had spent the previous day organising.
I'm really, really sorry, but I'm going to have to postpone if possible because Pete is so ill today. I guess once again, it's another thing to learn about being a PA, that things will change at last minute. I just hope that we don't burn any bridges now.
Cancelling Pete's trousers has led to Nikki now running late for her first appointments of the day. Having inquired the night before about hotel accommodation, Nikki received some welcome news.
Oh, that's brilliant. Right. Oh, Rachel, you're an absolute star. That's another thing off my list. Thank you. Bye. Yay, got the hotel!
But there's no time to waste, as Siobhan the florist has been waiting for Nikki at Covent Garden Flower Market since 8 a.m.
It's gone 8:30 now, and typically in London I'm stuck in traffic. I'm already late to meet the lady at the flower garden, which just means everything I planned today gets set back. Got to get this done. Can't have a wedding without any flowers. Hi, Siobhan. Hi, Nikki. I'm so sorry I'm late. I'm new to London. I'm not used to the traffic. Oh, that's fabulous.
Boring.
Yeah, so we know it's going to be like hot pink and black.
Yeah,
that's really nice for me that we can see a visual.
So we got black, big glamorous, big urns.
Yeah.
We've got gladiola, we've got feathers, we've got roses, we've got rosaries.
Lots of texture. And then also I need 2 nice bouquets for their witnesses who are going to sign and register.
We'll work it in.
All right, go on then. Show me what you've got. Yeah, these are nice. I think for the ladies. I know they're not hot pink.
Yeah,
but
more delicate.
Yeah. So that's 28 for the
28 for the pink roses. We've got 125 a stem. There's about 10 in there. So
we're way over already. Fab. So we just need some greenery and then we're done.
Greenery and we're done.
Great. I need to get out of here. So let's go.
Decisions made, budget spent. The flowers are now the least of Nikki's worries.
My real concern is really Pete's state of mind on the day. Is he going to be happy? Because I'd hope he would be. Is he going to be stressed? More calls. It's ongoing.
It's really exciting, the prospect of actually tying the knot and getting a ring on his finger, and me too. I take that part very, very seriously, so organising the ceremony is going to be a hard one because I don't want anything tacky, and neither does he.
You know, I have in my head an instant picture of how it should look, and I think sometimes it's easier to do it yourself than say, this is what I want, there you go.
I ain't getting dug in the dirt to organise no wedding.
If I had to estimate how many hours I've been on the phone this week, I would say it equates up to a full day. Thank you. Hello? And I hate using the phone. I've got to phone every single person on this guest list. We're only supposed to have 40 guests, and last night they gave me 47. And I tried to explain to them, we don't have the food for 47 people. And their answer was, oh well, some people just won't eat, or we can just share it. And I'm like, well, it doesn't really work that way. And on top of that, you know, I've still got to find something to wear.
As the London traffic is slowing her down, Nikki decides to go it on foot.
I know it's not always going to be like this, but do you know what? It's actually a really good lesson to learn that sometimes it might well be like this. So if you're going to go in it for the first time, you may as well go in at the deep end. I have to keep convincing him that everything will be okay, because even if it won't, I have to make sure he doesn't know that. So.
Ever vigilant, she spots an opportunity for a blag.
Hi, my name's Nikki Taylor. Hi, I'm working as a celebrity PA for Pete Burns. He's got a wedding coming on Friday, and I know it's really, really short notice, but I'm trying to get hold of somebody who would be willing to come to the hotel, and his ex-wife, who helps him out an awful lot, is going to be there, and she wants her hair kind of tonging. Yeah, I think I'm losing my ability to blag. I think I've used a lifetime supply in just a few weeks, and it's really difficult, you know, when you're feeling a bit, oh God, not again, it becomes harder. Thank you. All right, cheers, Stephen, and give me a ring when you arrive at the hotel. And
Another box ticked. Nikki's feeling pretty pleased with herself, but it only takes a call from Pete to wipe the smile off her face.
Hi, Pete. Are you? So you want the trousers now? Look, Just, Pete, I'll make some calls. Leave it to me. I'll get back. Yeah, I'll phone you back, hon. All right. Try not to worry. All right. I'll call you back. Bye. Oh my God. Pete seems to flip back and forth within the space of about 30 seconds, and that's something I'm going to have to get used to, I think.
So it's back to the fabric merchant once again to replace the order.
Cancel it, get it back. Cancel it, get it back. It's just a nightmare. But he still wants the trousers, so I phoned the tailor, and the tailor's given me the measurements to get it, and I've got them to agree to do it. I just need to get the fabric. Is there a possibility of still getting it?
Well, because I didn't bother chasing it.
No, absolutely. I totally understand. Yeah.
Fabric gave me the message.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh well.
Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah.
With the material in transit, Nikki finally confirms with the tailor that she will deliver the material on time.
Okay, bye. She's just said she's going to work all the way through the night, basically. So, yeah, welcome to my world.
Next in her schedule is the RSA and some light refreshment, but Nikki is still aware she has a lot to confirm.
I've got to finalise the guest list, get confirmations, because I don't even know who's coming and who's not coming. I have to sort out the table planner, which is not good. And we're just pulling up now in the RSA, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to have that glass of wine. I had to come and see Amanda at the RSA to do some wine tasting. And I thought, oh, good, you know, I can get a few minutes to myself. Well, that's made me feel better already. I don't think so. Hello, Nikki Toe speaking. There's not enough. How much do you need? Yeah, that's all I got told it was, just a pair of trousers. I never knew there was any bustle or anything like that. Oh my God! There's not enough fabric because nobody bothered to tell me what the design of the trousers was.
For the fourth time in nearly as many days, Nikki finds herself once again on a silk run to Soho.
Oh my God, I've just pegged it here to get to the shop. This bloody shop, the fourth time in a couple of days to get this piece of material. I mean, bless them, I'm worn out, but they've stayed open for me. They should have finished at 6 and it's, oh my God, it's 25 past 6. I've still got loads to do. This is just getting ridiculous. Hi, I'm sorry. Thanks.
Nikki races to courier the last piece of material to the tailor. With the imminent arrival of Pete and his entourage at the hotel, she is against the clock. Pete has also asked Nikki to source an unusual gift for his guests, a tea towel with their faces on. However, they are proving to be a bit of a problem.
Hello there, yeah, I'm supposed to have had a package delivered to my room, 719, and it's still not been brought up. Taylor, tea towels haven't arrived. They're supposed to have been here today, supposed to have been delivered and here today, and then I'm supposed to print out these pictures of Pete and Michael with their wedding date on and then cut them all out. I'll show you, for example. I've got to cut every single one of these out. There's 50 to do, and then I've got to iron them, and each one to iron takes 3 minutes apparently. So you do the sums. I say it's 0 time because the tea towels aren't even here. And then I've got to decide what I'm going to wear, which you'd think would be like an exciting thing to do, but I'm actually a bit just like, I can't bother. Okay, thank you, bye. Hello? Pete's downstairs and they can't get a porter and they've got 9 million bags. This is the type of thing that I shouldn't be dealing with. Hello? Right, I'm going to come down and deal with this, okay, thanks. Nobody writes that in the job description. Bag humper. This is just not on. Hey, I guess not everyone's as efficient as me. And I'm just really angry that Pete's down there on his own. I'm here. Have they sorted it?
I think so, it's good for those to wear.
Could the stress of being Pete's PA be getting to Nikki already?
I have to laugh because I'm just like, what? How does somebody live like this? It's absolutely crazy. You've just got to... I bet, there you go, there's the phone now, and I bet it's Pete. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Bye. Oh, God. He wants the room service menu because he can't find it in his room. Do you see? Pete is very kind of trigger happy on the old telephone, and it's just like every 30 seconds or so, Nick, can you do this? Nick, can you do that? Oh, I'm going to just go and help Pete because he's got lost in the corridor. Phone's going to ring again. Oh, God. You've got to really try and get in your car on time.
Breathe, 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 breathe.
Pandemonium, he says.
Going down the aisle like a melting witch.
Just don't have time to help him anymore.
Up and go, Kate.
Just can't keep pushing Pete though, you know, he's going to get really gnarly.
I'm nearly fucking 50 and I'm dressed up like a...
It's 7 a.m. on the morning of Pete Burns' wedding, and his PA Nikki has just had 4 days to plan, organise and now execute the wedding at the Royal Society of Art. Nikki's day begins with the dressing of the venue after a very sleepless night.
Yeah, you know, I had about 4 hours sleep. A girl can survive on 4 hours. And, yeah, it'll be all right. Get on with it now.
Pete and Michael have requested a Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet themed wedding. As the illuminated crucifixes are installed, it's not long before the phone starts ringing.
Right, okay, you need to be at room 700. So that's the hairdresser just turned up at the hotel. He's doing Lynn's hair this morning. Very weird names for the tables. We've got Squirrel, Schnups, Tassel and Vinny. I mean, God only knows what they mean, but they're apparently names that Pete and Michael have called themselves.
As the venue starts taking shape, the first of 3 unseen wedding cakes arrive.
I did think, you know, they were going to be all right, but I really was anxious to see them because you never know. And I dreaded the idea of like opening the box lid up and just going, oh, that's great, thanks. This is the cake. Do you want to have a look? Oh, I'm dying to see it. Ooh! Oh my goodness, look at that glitter. Oh, Susie, you're an absolute star. It was really good. Yeah, I was really pleased. And I thought, okay, if all the other cakes fail today, at least we've got one.
And the set dressers have also delivered.
Right, this looks really good. I like the way the lighting's starting to pick up. The chairs look fantastic in here, so well done.
With the vaults dressed and the altar set, the second of the cakes makes its entrance.
You do the reveal and I get the impact. Okay. Wow! The detailing on the leaves and everything is just... And you've hand-painted these, have you?
Yeah, hand-painted.
You know, these people have done a lot of work for this cake, so I was hoping Michael and Pete appreciated it.
Constantly aware of the time constraints, Nikki checks to see if Pete's on schedule.
Hi, it's Nikki.
Oh, hi, Nikki. I'm in the middle of getting makeup done. What's up?
Oh, sorry, honey. I just wanted to check everything was okay, like your trousers and the makeup and...
Yeah, she's coming tonight, but I've got to get this makeup shit done, and the open woman's cover is going to be pandemonium. Can you call in?
Yeah, will do. Bye. Oh, got to phone Lynn because Pete's just in the process of having his makeup done. It's a bit pandemonium, he says, which really makes me feel great.
I've always loved this kimono, and I was told it was a Japanese wedding ceremonial kimono. On one better occasion, anyway.
Do I just take the rings with me? I really don't know. Platinum and diamonds with just our names on the inside and the dates in Roman numerals. Just feeling really nervous and really kind of jittery and, you know, really shaky and all those kind of things.
I need a cigarette.
It's just a bit overwhelming. In a good way.
You have undergarment?
Yes, I think it's better wear undergarment.
With an undergarment. Can you turn the camera off? It's going to be nude.
With Pete and Michael running almost to time, the same can't be said for the flowers.
Come on, it's Nikki.
Hi, you alright?
Yeah, I'm a bit stressed where these flowers are.
Oh, gin.
Oh God, I'm going to fall over. I know it. Whoa. Footballer's leg. Aren't they mostly? You just start. I don't know what it's like. And the other thing is I can't touch up the makeup because of the veil, so I'll be going down the aisle like a melting witch. wig's killing me, the veil's killing me, the makeup's killing me, the kimono's killing me. Can't wait to get back to the hotel and get all this shit off.
There's not a lot I can do really, but I'm at the moment actually more concerned that Pete's not going to get in his car on time.
I've never been this scared, I swear to God.
That's where I get a nosebleed, isn't it?
But that'd be fabulous, I'll Danny soup. Do you want to get diarrhea?
Just can't keep pushing Pete though, you know, he's going to get really nuts. And it's his wedding day, I shouldn't keep having to push him, but at some point I'm going to have to be firm.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married.
Hi, Michael.
Hi.
Hi, it's Nikki. Nikki! Nikki! Oh, see how you forgot me already? Listen, I hate to tell you this, but you've got to really try and get in your car on time.
Like 1:30?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
I'm normally very calm and quite about everything, and today up on Gareth Gates.
Okay, so the tea towels are here, thank God. I can't believe the hotel's had them for bloody 2 days. How bloody ridiculous is that? I'm going to get it sorted.
With 50 wedding mementos to iron, Nikki's time is running out as Pete and Michael get ready to leave separately for the venue. With less than an hour to go before the service, the heat is really on.
Hey! Hi, darling. Wow, look at them. We need to try and get them in as quickly as possible. I'll see you inside.
I think I'm gonna vomit.
Dry mouth, sweat, everything, breakdown.
Great. I've got to get on, so I'll catch you in a minute.
Well, I know that Nikki's obviously really on the ball, so whatever she's done is going to be incredible. Because she'll know that she'll get, you know, slapped on the back of the head if it isn't.
I've just don't have time to help them anymore. And now the tea towels are here, so I'm going to go and sort that out.
I know I've forgotten to shave something. Oh God.
My lips are dry, my lips are dry.
The tables are laid, the flowers are arranged, and now the guests are arriving. And it looks like the nerves have kicked in.
I'm so fucking nervous, I can't believe it.
I even feel like my eyes are sweating.
It's going to get covered up by the wedding ring.
These have got to go out on the table, and there's no point doing one or two. I've got to have them all done.
With the tea towels personalised, there's just time for Nikki to slip into something a little more revealing.
Pete's PA.
I'm so fucking thirsty, I haven't had a crap or a piss.
Giving you away.
What are you going to do? Yeah!
Take him.
Breathe, 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 breathe.
I need diapers.
You get your catheter.
I don't need a catheter, I need a fucking bucket. You know me, I'll go anywhere. Where are we? Oh, let's just go somewhere else.
Well, I can see the paparazzi out there now, so I mean they're fine while they're out there, not doing any harm. Until it becomes a problem, that's fine if they sit there.
I'm nearly fucking 50 and I'm dressed up like a... It's a filthy job, but someone's got to do it.
Oh, here we go.
Pete was quite stressed when he arrived, and Michael actually was a little bit nervous. His heart was fluttering, which is really nice, really. But yeah, I've not seen Michael like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pete and Michael believe that the commitment being celebrated here today is a magical thing for them both, and wish to declare in front of you their desire to spend the rest of their lives together.
Thank God they got here on time. They're in there, the ceremony started. It's going really, really well. I'm just running around now making sure the next stage is ready because it's the drinks.
As promised, the final cake has arrived in the nick of time, and it's no disappointment.
Oh my goodness!
I promise to love you always.
I
promise to love you always.
And give you support, love, respect and loyalty.
And give you support, love, respect and loyalty.
And to share problems and responsibilities.
And to share problems and responsibilities.
Thank you. Michael, let me say. I promise to love you always.
I promise to love you always.
And give you support, love, respect and loyalty.
And give you support, love, respect and loyalty.
And to share problems and responsibilities.
And to share problems and responsibilities.
Thank you. Now Pete and Michael will now exchange rings.
I knew I had to get the stages ready for the next bit, you know, the champagne and sort the meals. So I didn't actually really get to see the whole wedding, but I did get a peek round the corner. And I'm typical, you know, I'm the type of person like gets touched at a wedding anyway, but I was quite moved, yeah. I had a tear in my eye.
I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
As a symbol of my love and devotion.
As a symbol of my love and devotion.
Please wear it always.
Please wear it always.
And when we are apart.
And when we're apart.
Look upon it and think of me.
Look upon it and think of me.
Thank you. So, congratulations, you're now civil partners in law. So everybody, please.
I was really trying not to cry though, because Michael would.
It was lovely, I was touched. I shed a tear or 10.
Yeah, honestly, you moved me to tears. They looked just so in love, you know, they did. And how can you not be moved by something like that when two people are in love?
I thought it was a beautiful ceremony. It's the whole ring thing that gets me. It's really, really lovely. It's just the whole commitment. It's beautiful. I mean, Jezebel's she's done a sterling job with the rings and it's been a really good day.
Pete's kimono was absolutely beautiful, don't you think?
I thought it was a piece of art.
It always looks fantastic.
It's probably the most unconventional wedding that I've ever been to, but I thought it was absolutely fabulous.
It was surreal.
Yeah, definitely
surreal. Love that.
I love Michael's white, the whole white thing. Perfect.
Daddy looked really good.
The people that have come to this wedding, I've never seen so many well-dressed and funky people in my life.
Nikki.
I feel like I'm walking amongst a magazine.
Nikki has done the best job ever.
What can I say? She is absolutely superwoman. And I think he made the best choice. I'm in awe of the woman.
I'd really like you all to give a big round of applause to Nikki.
For Nikki.
She pulled all of this together in no time at all, and she hasn't had a nervous breakdown yet.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Yeah, she's working on it.
I do actually feel like I've been welcomed into like I don't know, almost like a kind of family, rather than just, you know, a professional working capacity.
Very, very difficult couple of years for Michael and me, but we know now Nikki's on board. It's going to be a lot of a safer place to be. I'm very, very honoured and proud to have found her.
As a memorable day turns into a champagne-fueled night, was Nikki's pink trouser nightmare worth the stress?
I'm so tight I can't sit down, I'm so tight I can't pee, so tight I can't bend my legs, not just the way I like them.
Enough about your thighs.
Yeah.
Jeans.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that I've gone through all this process from the initial interviews to the competition in the house, because there was some really good competition in the house. When I look back now, I just think, oh my God, this was so worth it.
For me, it's always about how we feel, which is, I love this man, he loves me.
This is something I've achieved on my own, you know, and it's quite emotional now. You know, I did this. I feel really good about it.
The remaining contestants go on a camping trip, but after so much tension, will they be able to enjoy themselves? Dirty Dancing, the time of your life, is tomorrow night at 10.